Welcome to Get Biz, Do Biz, Get Pay. I am your host, Luan the Don. We're gonna find out what it really takes to win in the construction industry. What it really takes to make a lot of money, have a great life, and be able to do the thing that you wanted to do. Enjoy. If you're the cheapest bid in town, you're not a bargain, you're a liability. Most contractors are broke, but they're too busy working to realize it. If you are exhausted, it's not your work ethic, it's your business model. Being booked solid is a worst flex in the construction business. So let's talk about some of these. You ever lost out on a bid against a low bidder? And when I first started, I didn't know nothing about bidding jobs and anything like that. And all I did was my hourly rate. I didn't factor into any insurance or taxes, labor burden, profit, overhead, things like that. It's just labor and material. I didn't factor into the time to go get material, the time it takes to deliver material, the time to procure the material, if I missed something, and I didn't factor into any profit. So that's all I did in the beginning, was just material and labor. And when I estimated it wrong, I ended up having to work for free. And I'm telling you, that is one of the worst feeling ever. You see your hourly rate turn, oh, you thought you charged 50, but you spent an extra day, so now you only, every day that you work, your hourly rate went down. And as in construction, and in the business of working for a fixed price. At the end there, when you're not getting paid, people are complaining, you're losing money, you upside down on the job. Honestly, at that point, you're a liability to your reputation. You're a liability to your business, and the client doesn't know. And even if they know, they don't care. The fact is, you gave them a low bid, and you didn't educate them on how much does it take to finish a job. And sometimes we just overestimate our ability to finish a project, and you ended up, undercutting corner, not doing the job right. And at the end there, when you're losing money, you just don't want to finish the job correctly. And if you don't finish the job correctly, what happened is you can't even collect the second half of the payment. But since you didn't make any profit on this job, you didn't price it right, you didn't leave any profit in there, you need that money. Otherwise, you're going to go out of business. So the first year I was in business, that's some job I lost money on. I didn't have an overhead, but I way underbid the material. It take more material than I realized. Way underbid the labor. It take way more labor than I realized. Way underbid everything. Um, until I realized it's too late. But you know, I knew one thing from the casino industry is your reputation's all you got. So I gave my word, and sometime I went and asked the client for some more money, and I'm like, look, guys, I can show you all this, and at the end of the day, I underbid the project. So can I have some more money to go get some more material to finish it? And some clients understand, but some don't give a fuck. And either way, you got to finish the project, right? So if you are the cheapest price on the block, you're not a bargain. You're a liability. You are liability to the client. You are liability to the market. You are a liability to yourself. Um, you are liability to everybody. So quit being the cheapest guy on the market. And second is most of the contractors are broke, and they're too busy working to realize it. And after the first year, I mean, uh, I broke my leg and I only worked in the field for so long, but I think that was a blessing in disguise because I actually get to sit behind the scene and look at a number on every job. And for the life of me, I cannot understand this. When guys get busy, season hit, they book a bunch of job, and they don't ever sit down for 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, an hour a day, uh, to look over all the receipt, all the labor, and all the things associated to that job to see if they are profitable or not, if they make money on that job or not. And they just keep working. They keep working, they keep working, they keep working until it's too late. You went out, you busy, you work, and it's a month from now, 2 months from now, and you have no idea that you've been underbidden this type of project for 3 months. Instead of charging 30% gross profit or 40% gross profit, or you charge 40% gross profit. A job went wrong, you ended up needing more material, you ended up needing more labor, the subs back charge you your laborer. Instead of taking 2 days, they take 4 days. So a 40% gross profit job ended up being a 10% gross profit job. So you leak 30%, and but you had no idea. You were too busy. You move on to the next job. You move on to the next job, and all of a sudden you run out of cash. You have no money. You have no money to pay supplier. You have no money to pay your sub. You have no money to pay yourself. Sound familiar? It's because you took your eyes off the only thing that keep the business alive, cash flow. You took your eye off the only thing that matters in the construction business, in any business really, cash flow. You took your eyes off the only thing that keep any business alive, and it's really easy, guys. It's really easy when you're busy. When job keep coming, you keep taking these deposit, 50% deposit, 30% deposit. You keep selling. Things are going good. You think you're selling at 40, 50%. But based on my experience, something always come up. Shit always go down. And if you don't run the shit tight, you're gonna leak money somewhere. So you got a job cost every job. So what happened is your job that you think you make a lot of money on ended up not making any money on it. Your production got some leak on it. So 30, 40% gross profit job ended up being 20%. But it seemed like I keep talking about the same record here, but it is because people just don't fucking know their numbers. And my most common complaint, not in the busy season. You see it in fall and winter. Shit, I'm running out of cash. I thought I'd make a lot of money. I stay super busy throughout the year. Where did all the cash go? Well, I can tell you. I can tell you where it go. 10% on this job, 10% on that job. You forgot to charge for the fascia. You forgot to charge for this. Oh, this was supposed to be a change order, but the client bids too much, so I didn't charge them for it. So it ended up I just paid out for it in out of the pocket. My pricing model is wrong. I thought I was charging 40% gross profit, but I got my formula wrong, so it's actually only 30%. My square foot price is not right. Uh, it's actually the it's actually should be a little bit more because Timber Tech raised material on me. Um, Timber Tech raised material on me. West Bear raised material on me. Hardy Blank raised material on me, but I was too busy to keep track of my fucking money. Ain't that a fucking bitch? You must. And I got so excited about this shit because by just spending 10 minutes keeping track of your money, all this shit can be avoided, right? You must keep track of your money. I don't give a fuck how busy you are. Maybe you shouldn't do that next job. Maybe that job, okay, now, oh shit, this job, I did stone work. Actually, the sub ended up charging me more than I charged the client. Wow, like maybe I shouldn't sell this anymore. Maybe I should raise my price a little bit on this stonework, or maybe I should just cut this shit. I'm not very good at this. Okay, that's one scenario. Second scenario, oh, so and so forgot to put in the permit. One of the PM forgot to put in the permit, or he put in the permit and it didn't get approved. So now there's a stop work order on the job. Now what? Now your catch is stuck there, and the sub ended up charging you 6 grand to come back instead of you budgeted for 4 grand. So now, oh, I thought I was gonna make money on this, but I ended up losing money on it. I ended up losing money on it because there's some production bullshit that happened, and but I didn't know because I already started the next job. This job got a stop order or whatever the hell that happened right here. I can't collect on it, and I'm not making money on it. Over here in this job, my cash is stuck in the production cycle. My cash is stuck over here. Okay, and the third one, and this one is really sometimes it's unavoidable, but most time it is avoidable. Your supplier give you a letter in spring. Who here got a letter from their supplier in like February and March? We are going to raise your price by this date. Please make sure that you adjust your pricing to compensate for this price increase. Oh no, I got a couple more weeks. I'm too busy booking job right now. I'm gonna raise it later this week. So and later this week come, you got too busy, you got too many sales appointment, your inbox is flooded with where's my bid, so you ended up sending them something at the own fucking price, and then they didn't accept it until the new fucking price come into effect. Yesterday price is not today price, brother. Doesn't work like that in the construction industry. And your contract didn't have no price escalation clause, or you didn't negotiate with your supplier to extend that deadline so you could get more people in the pipeline. You didn't do any of it. You just keep selling. And now 45% gross profit margin ended up being like a 30% gross profit margin after it's all said and done. I mean, there's so many shit that can happen in the construction project that we we don't know until we look at the numbers. What is the material? What is the labor? How long does this project take? And if you use subcontractor, you can pretty much control the price, right? You can pretty much get them to agree on the price beforehand, right? So there is a benefit in using subcontractor, but if you don't, you use in-house labor, Okay, if you budget for 4 days, did it take 4 days to finish it? 3.5 days, 2 days? Do you know? If I ask you this question, do you know what's the last 10 complete job gross profit margin? And if you can't tell me an exact number, you ain't fucking job costing. Quit lying. Quit fucking lying. You ain't job costing. Okay? You just think what you think. You just say what you think it is. No, what you think it is, it doesn't fucking matters. You have to know what it is every freaking day, every day. And if you have job, like just dump all the receipt into that job. Okay, all the receipt, the permit fee, the dump fee, everything that is related to that job goes in there. Material and all the fucking labors. That's it. Money in, money out. You sell the job for 5,000, labors 2,000, materials 1,000. Wow. 5 minus 3 is 2,000. Okay, my gross profit is 2,000. 2,000 over 5,000 is 40% gross profit. That's it. That's it. And there's software to help you do this. Me personally, I use JobThread, and it had a nice functionality called job costing in there. And I just dump all my receipt in there, even my sub receipt. I dump all of it in there. And job costing constantly allow you to see where your hole is. And I find out pretty quick if I fuck up somewhere. There was one job that I went on a ride along with, and I job costed that we just closed on it last week. I thought for sure, that I was gonna make 46% gross profit margin. You know what that ended up being? 41.6%. 41.6%. And where was the hole? The hole was I ended up give them something complimentary. Ended up that complimentary thing I thought it was only gonna cost $1,000. It ended up costing $3,500. So it dragged my profit margin from 46% all the way down to 41.6%. Am I still profitable? Yeah. But am I more careful next time I offer something like that? Fuck yeah. I'll know better next time. So there are many instances like that. When I didn't hit my target GP is 45%, I'm gonna find out where the money leaks. Is it a sales problem? Did they mismeasure? Or is it a production problem? Did we ended up cutting more material than needed? Did we ended up using more material than needed? Did we ended up having some unforeseen circumstances? Did we ended up did the sub ended up cutting the wrong LVL which cost $1,000 to replace? Did any of that happen? But if you don't job cost, there ain't no way in hell that you know how much money you're making. And that's why most contractors are broke. They just don't realize it yet. They just too busy working to realize it. So guys, listen to me. Every fucking job, you have to know how much money you make. You have to. Like that's just the basic of business. If you want to grow, you got to know where your money is. You know, you got to. So there's no excuse, no freaking excuse. If uh, if you're feeling exhausted, it's probably not your work ethic. You probably just get the wrong business model. And what I mean by that is, you probably charging too cheap. You probably doing too many things. You're probably too busy uh, wearing too many hats. You probably don't have help. So it's probably a combination of all these things, guys. The reality is, until you get your finances in order, you're gonna keep going into this perpetuate circle. Uh, you underbid a job. You underbid a job. You working for free to try to complete it, to strip the cash out of production, so you don't have to go bankrupt. And then you see another job. And then you see another job, and just because you don't have anything on the pipeline, because you don't have money to spend on marketing, so you stuck with a few lead, you ended up going cheap again to get that job. And now you enter the next cycle where you're already starting behind. You're already starting behind. So it just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. So until you break that cycle, you're always gonna be tired. You're always gonna be exhausted. You're always gonna feel like you're behind. You're always gonna feel like you broke because, frankly, you are, because you don't charge enough. You don't job cost even know where your money going. You don't do your cash flow projection. Right? You got all this money that it could come in. You got a bunch of money sitting in a account receivable. You got a bunch of job that you haven't tied up. Maybe Joe own you 3,000. Maybe Joe own you 3,000. Maybe John owes you 5,000. Maybe Mary owes you 2,000. All waiting for you to come back and do something to collect it. You're just too busy to do it. So you keep taking on job. Guys, telling you, doesn't have to be that hard. Fix your pricing model first. Start selling at the correct margin. Okay? Second, job costs every job. So I would rather do two jobs at a 45-50% gross profit that I'm netting 20% on, rather than do five jobs at a 30% gross profit that I'm netting pretty much next to nothing on. So I have to do five, six, seven job to equal two job. Guys, you don't have to work that hard. You have to provide more. You have to charge more, and to be able to charge more, you have to provide more value. And to be able to provide more value, you got to do better business. But to do better business, need better resource. But to have the resource first, you got to charge more money. So you see, all this cycle, it has to start somewhere. You have to start charging your worth. So then you can break out the perpetuate circle. Because, guys, listen, if you have a little bit money, if you charge a little bit money, you can hire a PM, you can hire a client experience manager, you can hire somebody to manage the office for you, you can hire somebody to take call for you, you can hire all the thing that you sucks at. So then you can go do whatever you're good at. Maybe that's building, maybe that's sales. But if you just like me, if you just charge material and labor, there's nothing left over for anybody. There's nothing left over for profit. And I'm not running a freaking charity. I'm here to make fucking money. I'm here to win. I'm not here to play around. I'm here to provide the best client experience ever. And to be able to do that, I gotta build a team. And to be able to build a team, I gotta charge my margin. Because why? Because good people cost money. God damn it! And good thing ain't cheap. Well, last point before I sign off. Every time I talk about accounting and money and getting an understanding of finance, I get heated up because Most of the time, contractors are too scared of the number to even give a fuck about their number. They they hire an outside firm to come in to account. They hire a CPA accountant or whatever come in to help them job costs, fix their number, whatever, and they themselves don't understand the number. And here's the thing, guy. If you undercharge, there's no amount of accounting that's gonna make money appear in your bank account. If you undercharge, there's no collection coming in, so you're still gonna be broke. The accountant won't fix that. The accountant will not fix that. Hiring an accountant, they a good one, a one that know their damn shit, can help you figure out where you're leaking money, so then you can make better decisions. They won't magically help you put money in your bank account. You have to do that, you know. And to me, I don't trust any accountant. I don't trust anybody with my money. I might hire them to do my book, but I'm the one who in charge of my money. I'm the one who make the money. I'm the one who go sell. They can help me, but I must understand the money flow. I must understand the language of business. I must understand it's money in, money out. What do I bring in, and what does it go out? And the only thing that left behind is what I take home to mama. That's called net profit. And if you have loan amount, it's the net profit minus the loan amount at the net cash flow. That's how much you bring back to mama. So that's what it's all about, guys. Knowing your numbers. And for a construction industry, for a single trade guy like me, for an exterior guy like me, it's not that hard to job cost every job. I must do it because I bonus com, my sales guy commission is based on the gross profit margin that we do every job. And if I don't figure out that number right on time, how the hell am I supposed to pay them on time? How the hell am I supposed to do anything? And why did I tell you all this stuff? And you know what? Most of you guys that listen to this, you might not even job cost after hearing this, and that's okay. But don't come bitching and crying in winter. Luan, I don't have any cash. Luan, my cash flow is uh is uh is suffering. I don't know where all my money go. Well, you didn't care throughout all the year anyway, so why does it matter now? So basically, the gist of it is charge it up to where you can make a profit. Job cost every job to see if you actually make a profit, and adjust your pricing model if you ended up leaking money somewhere. And and the practice of this is to help you see the money flow, how the money flow in and out of your business. And we can talk, if you enjoy this, I will talk more about how to set up your cash flow to make sure that you always have cash, to always flush with cash, even when it's a slow time. What my point is, I'm going to take a detour from this a little bit, is you don't need to know how to do the thing that you are in business of. You can hire the laborer, but the thing that's going to make you money is the marketing, the branding, the sales, the finance, right? The recruiting, the training. And as much I hate to say this, but labor, there's a easy way to multiply your net labor. You just pay more than everybody else, and they will come to you. The best of the best. I have the best crew right now. I have seven crew that is phenomenal, and they train each other, and it's really easy to multiply them. So focus on your finances. Get the right pricing model. It is never a wrong thing to pay attention to your money. Get your shit together. Get your pricing model together. Get your job costing together. Get your collection in order. All right, guys. If you enjoy more finance content, I'm gonna put out more of these content, more of how to cash flow your business, more of how to make collection a part of your culture, more about how to actually how to actually make your business profitable, and how to actually always have cash in your bank and not feeling broke doing the dang construction. I think it's a piece of business that not everybody talk about. Everybody, a lot of people train you on your sales process, but they don't really teach you how to structure your deal to where you can get the money that you need to run your business. They teach you how to overcome objection, but they didn't teach you about the finance part of the sales process. Okay, people might teach you about the system, the process, but they don't really teach you how to cash flow your business. So finance is such a big word, and I like my mission is to simplify this so it doesn't feel big. It doesn't feel like you have to do anything extraordinary to get finance right. Okay. All right, I'm out. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. If you find this episode helpful or if it changed your life in a positive way in any manner, please share with another friend, tell another friend about this podcast. Again, thank you. Until next time.